I'm a very active person. I love to connect with other people. Yeah, I like to be out there socially in terms of sports has drawn me into that. So I like to be part of a team. And yeah, I like to keep moving and stay positive. So I was a player when I was, yeah, just a little person, like 5 or 6. And at the time, there was no teams for girls to play on. So I played on all boys teams pretty much all the way through until I was like 13 or 14. Yeah, and then sort of the story goes from there. I played in school and then university, and then of course I went on to play with the national team when I was later in my 20s, and now I'm coaching. I think that it just the running side, I think, kept me at bay. Like, I was a really active kid, so I really enjoyed that. Being outdoors, and I was good at it early. So I think sometimes when you're good at things, obviously it attracts you to it. And I just met some really great people along the way that kept me in the sport. I was a teacher by trade, so I taught for about 10 years. I was coaching, of course, in the school system, which would be natural. And then I was actually playing. I got injured, and a friend of mine's like, "You have to take a coaching course because you can't play right now. Like, you're going to take this." And I didn't really want to do it, honestly, but I did it. And what had happened was it just gave me the background for when it came around to have opportunities that I could apply, and that's what happened. So it happened a little bit organically for me, not something that I was looking to right away. It was hard at first, honestly, because I didn't want to be doing necessarily. I was injured, and then when I took my first job at a little bit higher level, so with the Canada Games group, the coach at the time said, "You can come and play and coach, like you can be an extra player." And so it started that way, and so I eased myself into, I was still in the field, but just in a different capacity, and then slowly backed my way over to the sideline. And that's where I am right now, and I enjoy every second of it. It hasn't really changed too much. I'm a teacher, so I see the field as a classroom, and I'm always trying to teach and find different ways in. Very collaborative with my staff. I enjoy working with other people and drawing from their strengths and learning from them. And then with the kids that I coach, I try to be very open with them and communicating with them all the time, trying to get the best out of them. And I'm always learning. So they're teaching me along the way too. But I would say I'm pretty open and collaborative. I mean, it was a little bit different age group for me at the time. I was, high school kids with Canada Games, and I was with youth national teams 15, 17 at the time, so still a little bit younger. So I was learning to deal with young adults, and the communication side, I mean, with all ages, it doesn't change, but I think I learned to be a little bit more patient with the growth and development, because I'm able to have them now for not just a season. You have them for 4 or 5 years. So sort of scanning out and, trying to get the best out of them over that time. And how do we get them to the place that they want to be? That's, part of the job that I have. So I've learned a lot here, and I really enjoy the age group. And also the fact that they're not just here, obviously, for sport, that the school is priority. So I like that diversity piece that, the national team, obviously it's, just the soccer piece, it's pretty focused on. And here I get to see them in all sorts of different arenas. How did I get to Dal? Well, I was teaching at the time part-time, but I was also a part-time coach in our regional center here. And there was an opening. The athletic director had reached out at the time and to see if I was interested. And I wasn't, honestly. Like, I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I didn't know if that was going to be something that I wanted to do. But, the more I talked to him, I was like, well, I'm part-time at this and part-time at that. I may as well give it a try. And so I decided to try it for a couple years. And then slowly it built into something more. So eventually I was offered a full-time job here in one capacity. And now I'm athletic director and coaching at the same time. So it's been a little bit of a journey since I got here. Yeah, like everybody, you're busy and doing what you're doing, and different times of the year are busier than me than others, for sure. So I'm trying to be careful in and around that to manage myself. Like, this is a very hectic time of year. Obviously, we're in season, but when my season slows down and others ramp up, I can, put more focus in on the other teams and coaches and student athletes. So trying to balance it out. Not very many times I don't think that you get a chance to be in a position where, first of all, like sports is a huge passion for me. I love it. Like I love pretty much everything about what it can represent for you. I love working as part of a team, and I think obviously it's very deliberate and direct in an environment like this. And young people, yeah, they're just the energy that they bring, and they're so talented. We have such great student athletes here, and so I enjoy being around them and watching them develop into young adults and then eventually moving on. Yeah, I would say yeah, they say that if you're doing something you love, you don't work a day in your life, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I love coming to work, so it's not something where coaching can be very transient, and sometimes you may not get paid very well, or you may not get the remuneration in that way, but it's something that kept drawing me back, and that's what I like to do every day. So I would say if you find something that you really enjoy and you're good at, to make a space for yourself in that. Actually, right now, very interestingly, I have 3 former student athletes on my staff, like a year out. So, and we just love having them. They're adding so much to our environment. I would say one thing is you get certifications is an important piece, especially in the sport landscape now, and they're easy to access. It does take some time, but it takes some time to do that, and then find an environment where you would feel comfortable, or you could learn and connect with a coach. Like, I don't know too many coaches that are in that space that wouldn't want to mentor or to give back. And right now, this year is honestly a perfect example. I have 3 kids that are a year out of school, and they are contributing to my staff right now and really enjoying having them. I think preparation is the key for that. So, that you need some clarity in the role, like what am I doing and what do you want me to do? So you need to be able to ask questions. And then you need to be prepared. So you do need to take that time to do that. And then when you're executing or when you're in the lead, like just owning it, like let your voice be heard and get out there and then ask for feedback. How can I make this better? What went well? And those are the things that we work on with the kids that we have here. And as a coach, there's so many layers to it. Obviously, for everybody, the first thing that would jump, you're winning, and that's great, and that's certainly a piece of it. You can't be in the competitive environment without having that. But there's lots of wins, so we define it in lots of different ways here. It could be an academic success of a student athlete. It could be them moving on, transitioning into the real world. I mean, watching them overcome adversity, there's a lot of pieces there that we find rewarding here. So there's a lot of layers to the success piece, and we try to, maintain a consistent balance on how we view things here as much as possible to help them through these years and give them the best experience possible. So if they walk out of here, with a degree, obviously, and having a great experience, that's a win for us. It's a really great place to work. Like, you are literally working with some really, really smart kids that are very driven and disciplined in their sport, and they're just fun to watch. So I know how much that experience meant to me, and the people that were involved in my journey helped me through all sorts of different things and shaped me to who I am, honestly. So to be that for others, or to try to help them along and make their experience great is definitely something that we aspire to do here. So I think the openness piece is being open to, an opportunity, or putting yourself, I would say sometimes risky, in the terms of, I don't know if I'm ready for this, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. And I would just say, take the leap, just go for it. And if you're surrounded by good people, then, they'll help you learn, and what's the worst that could happen? So I just think the open mind piece for me is just I'm going to be okay, whatever happens. I really love what I'm doing right now. So what's the worst that could happen? Even if it's a change, or coming to Dal was a change for me and a bit of a risk, I would say, in terms of the path that I was on. And it's led me to some really cool things right now.